Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. It is your boy Chosen Wisdom. This is Chosen Wisdom Football, where critical thinking is a must on this channel, people, or you will get lost in this crazy crap news, lies and tomfoolery that surrounded football over the last 10 years, people. It's been a very slow news day, people, for Manchester United. Very slow news day, but yet we still have news to present to you guys. As usual, people, I hope you're having a good day. I hope you've had a blessed weekend. It is Tuesday and still only technically two signings, people. Two signings. But today, we got some news. We got updates, baby. Updates on Mbeumo. Apparently, Brentford are losing patience with Manchester United, so we have updates on the Mbeumo situation. We also apparently have a price set for Richard Rios. Richard Rios is a midfielder that I know some of you guys have been looking out for, have been watching in the Club World Cup. Some of you think we should get him. Apparently, a fee has been set for him. We're going to talk about that. Man United, Amazon Prime, no. We said no to Amazon Prime. I think I already covered this in yesterday's show, but today we're just going to have a quick look at that again. Elanga has more or less finalized his deal to Newcastle. £55 million deal to Newcastle. And let me tell you guys this. If you do not think Brentford are looking at all of these deals for players that they probably believe are less valuable than Mbeumo, and seeing someone like Elanga go for £55 million and not think, we can get more from Mbeumo. If you're not thinking that Brentford are thinking that, then I don't know what to say to you, because that's what Brentford are definitely thinking. So we're going to talk about this Elanga move very, very briefly. And also, people, we're going to end today with our very own squad builder. Yes, people, we are going to build our team. We are going to build our team. We're going to start by building the team that I believe Amorim will start with your input, and then we can build a team that that we want, that I would like to see, or that you guys would like to see. It's interesting. I can't see. I can only see myself and the Mbeumo beside me. See?
Yeah, everyone sees that side. That's waiting in the wings.
All right. No worries. Anyway, people. Anyway, like I said, there is a lot for us to get into. As usual, people, smash the like on entry, turn on your notifications, and if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. It's a brand new channel. All likes, all shares, any kind of interaction that we get on this channel will boost this very, very small channel. Leave your comments, please. Leave your conversations in the chat so we can start building a community here, people. So let's start, man. Let's start, people, with the Mbeumo news. So as you guys can see on the screen, the latest that's coming out with regards to Mbeumo is not really positive, not great. Both Brian Mbeumo and Brentford have become frustrated with Manchester United's slow progress on the deal. And that's coming from Standard Sport. So that's been released. That's coming out from Standard Sport, which means somebody somewhere has briefed them this. This is not coming from Manchester United. This is coming from Brentford's camp. This is Brentford's camp essentially saying to Man United, what are you doing? Get a move on. Give us the money. That's what this really is. I guess in my mind, what I'm thinking is, if you want us to do this quicker, if you want it to be more efficient, then accept our second bid. That would be one response to this. One response would be Man United saying, well, we've been trying. and you're making it difficult by demanding X, Y, Z. That could be a response to this tweet. But it's clear to me that this was going to happen. The longer the deal went on for, the more the selling club will start to lose patience. And for some reason, I kind of think Manchester United are banking on Brentford losing a bit of patience with this deal. So they can be like, okay, we'll accept your bid then. I feel like this is always sometimes a test of, I can't say always and sometimes, but this is sometimes a test of who cracks first. This is like a duel. Pistols, your hands on the pistol. It's like, who's going to draw first? Who's going to crack first? Who's going to be like, okay, we'll give you the money you want? Or Brentford will be like, okay, we'll accept the lower bid because we need to get a move on. We need this money in so we can make our own signings. So yeah, this was going to happen. I don't think the Mbeumo deal will happen this week, based on how I feel and what I've seen so far. If it does, I'm happy, but I don't even see it happening this week. Let's see what else other tweets we can find about Mbeumo. This is from Simply United People, and it says Ruben Amorim is keen to have Brian Mbeumo on board when United leave for the 3-game pre-season tour of the US on July the 22nd, where they will play West Ham, Bournemouth, and Everton. This is from the Mirror Football. I mean, the one thing I could say about this tweet is, isn't that obvious? I mean, it says Amorim is keen to have him. Keen, which means, what's the word keen? I want to have him. He's keen to have him on board by the time we play, these 3 games in July the 22nd. And my first thought is, yeah, why wouldn't he want Brian Mbeumo, his player, as soon as he can? That's just a date that you have decided, Mirror. July 22nd. Why not July 21st? Why not July the 18th? Why not July the 15th? Why is he not keen to have him now? Why was he not keen? Because we were told, that by July the 1st, things were going to start happening because new football tax year, right? The new tax year for football clubs. Then we were told by July the 7th, something will happen because that's when the players will get back to Manchester for pre-season. Nothing happened. Now we're told July the 22nd before the pre-season tour. I'm like, these random dates that people are just choosing. Let's just say that Ruben Amorim, just like any manager in the world, would want their signing in as quickly as they can get them in, whatever date that is. So this tweet, even though I'm sharing it with you guys, I don't really, it's a nothing tweet. It's a nothing tweet, but it's a tweet that's put out there to show that United are still doing things and to show that at least Ruben Amorim wants things done efficiently. Anyway, next tweet. Manchester United are expected to raise their offer to around £65 million to reach an agreement with Brentford for Brian Mbeumo. Once again, this is from Mirror Football. So take it with a pinch of salt. Take it what you will. This is also, and the reason why I'm bringing this tweet up is, while I agree that this will happen, everyone knows that this will happen. I feel like everyone knows that they're going to have to, Man United, the full package will be probably in excess of £65 million. I think most people have got that in their heads that that's what will happen. So once again, I feel like the Mirror are just tweeting something very obvious. I don't think there's any new information here. It says Man United are expected, which means they don't know if we are. They're just guessing. They're saying we're expected to raise the offer to around, so they're not even putting a figure. They're saying around 65, so they don't know. You could be 68, you could be 63. They've said expected and raised to around to reach an agreement with Brentford for Brian Mbeumo. So they're being very vague on purpose. And if you really read some of these tweets from some of these so-called journalists, a lot of them, they're guesstimating. They are making calculated guesses, i.e., after a deal is finalized, then it's really the medical that happens next. So then they will tweet, medical's expected in the next 3 days. Well, yeah, that's what happens anyway. So a lot of these journalists, they rehash stories, they rehash the same story, but they say it in a different way, add a different detail, use a word around expected, observing. We're observing this player. We're in contact. We are looking at all of these little buzzwords that they keep using to really say the same kind of thing. And these guys, I mean, bring back real journalism. Bring back when journalists weren't paid to say certain things, weren't paid as mouthpieces to football clubs, and actually went out there and found out some stories that were true. Bring back those journalists. Yo, big up yourself, Garang, man. It's been a long time. We should be able to get Richard Rios through Elanga and Carreras money. Mate, will Mbeumo play against Leeds? I'm not gonna lie, bro. I still think we're gonna get Mbeumo, but the way that Man United are moving, I don't know when he's gonna come in. Whether it's gonna be this week or next week. British Bulldog, big up yourself, my G. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Muzilla David, welcome. We want Mbeumo at Old Trafford, but he's coming. Mbeumo's coming. Like I keep saying in every stream, Mbeumo, yeah. The only way the Mbeumo deal does not happen is if we don't want it to happen and we come out the deal. And the problem with that is there's two. This is how I see the Mbeumo deal not happening, right? Brentford keep increasing the price because they see Elanga, they see all of these people going, and they go to us. Do you know what? Give us £70 million for him. And we go, you're taking liberties. No. If we do that, there's two outcomes. We can either contact Mbeumo and persuade him, say, listen, we will come for you next year. We promise we will. Stay one more year, run out that 1 year contract. Don't sign the extension that you have. Don't go stay for 2 years, stay for 1 year. Leave at the end of the year, come on a free. We'll pay you a good signing on fee. Or Mbeumo goes, do you know what? I want to leave. I want to leave Brentford. Man United are my preferred choice, but if Man United can't pay, then I'll go to Tottenham, who have money. I'll go to Newcastle, who are only going for Elanga because they can't get Mbeumo. I think maybe Newcastle's off the cards now because they've got Elanga. But the point remains, he doesn't need to wait for that year and wait for us if he wants to leave now. So I don't know if Man United want to take that risk and say, walk away, we'll come for you next year. I don't know. 1 year's time is a long time in football. A lot can change. And Mbeumo could maybe not have the season he had last season. So much can change. So he's coming. I think he will come. But we just need to... It's clear what's happened. I think everyone understands that Brentford want as much money up front as possible. They want £62 million guaranteed, not including add-ons. They want that money guaranteed. They want as much up front. They don't want it over 4 years. They preferably want it just in one go, maybe 2 years. And if the add-ons, if you're going to have add-ons, it will be 62 plus add-ons, not 62 with add-ons. So that's what Brentford want, and we just don't want to give them that. 1 minute, we don't need to make sales to make money. And then next minute, we need to sell all these players to make money. We could have sold one player and got £100 million for one player, and we decided not to. Yet we're getting excited over the £8 million that we're going to receive from selling Elanga. Yay, 8 million. That could have been 100 if we sold Bruno. But anyway, that's a conversation for another day. I think this is important to show you guys. If this is true on your screen right now, people, if this is blood clot true, Inter and AS Roma have both reached out to Palmeiras for Richard Rios in the recent days as a midfield target. Request from Brazil club is 30 million euros. Am I going crazy here? Oh, Muzilla from Uganda. Big up yourself, Muzilla. My stepdad's from Uganda as well, you know. I've got Ugandan family. Big up yourself. How close is Sancho to Juventus? Gurang, I'm not going to lie. I think we can. I think we can chill when it comes to Sancho. Yeah, I think we can feel a bit comfortable that it will happen. Sancho and Juventus here are meeting regularly. Like this deal is not a joke. Like Juventus are apparently prepared to offer about 25 million euros, including bonuses. 25 million pounds actually, not euros. So they're going to offer 25 million pounds to Sancho. I think as long as Sancho is not a bit silly with the wages, Jadon to Sancho to Juventus will happen. In terms of outgoings, I would say to everyone who's a Man United fan, do not expect the outgoings. I said this at the beginning of the window. I said this in June, and we're now approaching mid-July. Don't expect the outgoings very quickly, and don't expect them soon. The outgoings might be the last thing we do. Look how long Jadon, yeah, is very sought after. Very sought after. And look how long it's taking Jadon to get his deal. I think we should just get into our heads yet. The outgoings are not going to happen anytime soon. I've said it many times, and I've come to that realization, people. I have. And that's why I'm like, do you know what? We put them on these contracts. We gave them these monies. It's our issue. It's our problem. I'm not going to be angry at the players. I'm not. Most people are. Most people are, get out of the club. Come on. But I'm not going to take that stance, people. Like, they should be like, they're contracted to the club. They're getting paid. I'm not going to take a pay cut. And I'm pretty sure most of you guys wouldn't take a pay cut. So that's why I'm not going to. It's the club's fault for doing what they've done and signing these players. Anyway, back to Rios. All I'm saying is this 30 million euro fee is true, people. You have to go and get him. You have to go and get him. Don't mess around. Don't mess around. Let's go and get him. How are we gonna let this guy go? I've seen enough of him, yeah, to know that he's better than the midfielders we have at the club. He is. Go and get him. Like, go and get him. I'd rather at this point, yeah, play Ahmad as a 10 and get this guy. We need a midfielder just as much as we need another number 10. We do. If it's him or if it's Edison, because I'll take Edison as well. But either way, let's not neglect the midfield. Please, Man United. So I feel like it's important that we now know, if this is true, we now know a 30 million euros will get this player. Go and get him, Man United. Stop messing around, bro. Go and get him. What's British Bulldog saying? I want Mbeumo, but if we was not going to sell Bruno, then only needed one number 10, a goalkeeper and striker. We move our number 10 to an 8. Yeah. And buy 2 number 10s, make it make sense. No, I hear what you're saying. Your thing is about British Bulldog, you're just thinking, you're using sense. The problem is not everyone has sense, bro. That's the problem. So you can't come in here and use your intelligence, because most people are not using that, bro. Like, they're not. So I'm with it. I would get Richard Rios for 30 million euros. What's 30 million euros? 26 million pounds? 25 million pounds? Go and get this guy, man. Stop messing about, man. Don't lie to me and say you don't have them. Don't lie to me as well, Man United. Come on. So that is Richard Rios. I think I've seen enough of him. I think we should get him. I don't know what you guys think about Richard Rios. I know some of you guys in the chat already scouted him before I did. Already, liked him before me. I think he's a good player. He looks good in the first phase, receiving the ball from the defense. He's good at moving with the ball. He's a good dribbler. His long passing is not the greatest, but he's still a decent passer of the ball. I do like the other Villarreal guy that we were linked to. What's his name? Javi Guerrero. I like Javi Guerrero as well. Listen, I will take him. I will take Javi Guerrero. And I will take Edison. I'll take any of those three. Any of those three I'm taking yesterday. I am. So, yeah, man. What's Garang saying? Can we do Garnacho and cash swap to get Osman? Garang, no chance, mate. That is no chance, mate. No chance. Like, Garnacho, I'm not gonna lie, yeah. the way that Garnacho's behaved, yeah, I think is another reason why some clubs are not in for him. Like 3 months ago, January time, loads of clubs are in for him. But over the last 4 months, seeing how he's behaved, I think some clubs are taken aback. I think they are. Um, uh, yeah, clubs are trying to clean up their image as well, and to see what's happened, what he's done over the past couple of months on social media and stuff. I think some clubs have seen this and they're like, I still think Garnacho will get his move, but him saying that he only wants Premier League, who the hell is he anyway to say that? But he only wants Premier League clubs. That has shortened his or narrowed his path out of the club. It's a lot narrow now because it means Napoli and all these other clubs are not. He's not going to entertain those clubs, which is a shame for us, Man United fans. And I feel like if he wants to stay in the Premier League, Garnacho, these are the clubs I think could get him. Newcastle. I guess Forest after losing Elanga, I guess. Newcastle, Forest. Chelsea, there's still an outside chance that Chelsea might get him. Aston Villa, even though they have PSR issues, I think Aston Villa could get him. And Tottenham. I think those are the only 5 clubs. And that's me wishful thinking, so bringing those 5 clubs. Probably 2 of them will probably never get him. So it's like, I think Garnacho's path out the club is just a lot narrow now since he doesn't want to go to Europe. Like, it's strange. It's strange, people. But it is what it is, people. Let me know what you guys think of Richard Rios. Have you guys seen him play in the Club World Cup? Do you think he will get into this United team? Do you want him at the club? You know, give me some ideas, people. Give me your thoughts as well. Moving on very quickly before we start building our team for the next season. We spoke about this yesterday. I don't really have any more to add, but I thought I'd just bring it to your attention again today since everyone else is talking about it. Every other YouTuber is talking about it. As you know, Manchester United have rejected the Amazon Prime offer. They are not going ahead with their Amazon Prime series, a deal worth apparently £10 million, which is the most any club has received in a deal of this kind ever. So we would have got paid the most, but apparently we have rejected it because Amorim specifically does not want it. He feels like it's going to get in the way of him rebuilding the squad. It's the way that the team and the position of the team, the atmosphere of the squad, of the team, all of these things, he doesn't think that a camera being invasive, all in your face, he doesn't believe that will be beneficial for Manchester United at this point in time. And I hear that. I hear it. I would say that I'm concerned about the pull or the control that Amorim has. I would have thought that this decision would have been made above his head and he would be pulled in an office somewhere and been told, listen, Amorim, this is what's going to happen. These cameras are going to be here for the year and we need this £10 million. But the club, the owners, the board, they are all in line with Amorim. And I think this is what we need to understand. Ineos have put their full backing and support behind this guy. Like they trust him and they're listening to him and they are getting players that he wants. And it's difficult because 1 minute we get told that every signing is a club signing and we're not going to sign players for the manager. And the next minute we get told that we're going to sign all these players to fit in the manager's system. So it's like, if we get rid of this manager, if this manager doesn't succeed, are we then left with players that could only play his system, like loads of wing backs? So if we go back to playing 4-3-3 and we need fullbacks, are the wing backs going to be able to play fullbacks for the next manager? Are we going to be doing this again for another manager? That's my issue. I've got so many issues with Ruben Amorim anyway, and we can talk about this in another video. But I think I agree with I agree British Bulldog in the chat. I agree British Bulldog in it's probably best that we don't expose the whole world to our tomfoolery, to our shit show. It's probably best that we keep that mirage, keep the Man United with the best club in the world. We're still run well. Keep people, you know, distance away. Don't unveil the curtain a bit too much, because if you unveil that curtain a bit too much, you might realize that the whole thing is a lot stinky than you think, and therefore players might stay away. Amorim might get exposed. This player might get exposed. This thing might get exposed. Da-da-da-da. So right now, especially with the media, maybe, well, there you go. Maybe it's better to expose you on your own terms. But the way the media are with this club, we know what the media are like with Manchester United. If they get flipping one whiff of anything, they turn it into something bigger. They do. So imagine all the media, all the PR, all the stories, yeah, that will be born out of this series, bro. It won't stop. I think it'll be more negative than positive. So I think it's probably best that we don't do it. But at the same time, I would love to have seen behind the scenes. I would have loved for certain things to be exposed. I would have loved to seen certain things. I really would have. I would have loved, yeah, if the season was, they filmed last season and they filmed they filmed when Amorim told, what did Amorim say to Garnacho? You'll I hope someone, he said, I hope someone comes for you. You'll be lucky to find a club, or something along them lines. I wish that was filmed. And so far he's been right. No one's coming for Garnacho. So it is what it is, people. It is what it is. Yo, TK in the chat. MVP up in the chat. Big up Wiz. Yeah. Everyone's doing well today. So anyway, moving on. So that was that. You guys gave me your opinions on it. I mean, some of you guys didn't really care about it. You know, British Bulldog is saying it's best that we don't do it. I agree. So yeah, let's just move on. If no one else has got an opinion on this. What's Cultistic saying? United looks scared because Arsenal did the show even though they knew they were shit. They did nothing that season. Yeah, man. Yeah. That Arsenal one was funny, man. Like they say, Arteta, be one with the ball. Be one with the ball. And we must be the ball. Nah, man. The Arteta one was funny, man. The way that Arteta talks, yeah. These coaches, yeah, they're all very good at romanticizing football and making football, like, even when Amorim speaks, yeah, they call him the poet, yeah. He's good at trying to make football like sexy. Like, I don't know, these guys are just different, man. I'm telling you. But anyway, as you can see on screen, people, the fee for Elanga was whatever, 55 million pounds. Yeah. So let's do quick maths, because I want to know how much that is exactly. Not just around, it's around 60 million euro. No. How much is that in euros exactly? 55 million. Oh, so 63 million euros. 63 million euros Newcastle have paid for Elanga. Can you guys imagine Anthony Elanga, the same Anthony Elanga under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer that came on as a sub, and don't forget he was starting ahead of Garnacho, right? Using his pace to run in behind, and we looked at him and we said, this guy's a pace and power guy. Like, his tech isn't that great. He's very quick, but he's not what we want. Can you imagine 3 years after, 3 years after, he's now getting signed to Newcastle for 55 million pounds. And we are complaining, and this is why it's so dangerous, people. This is what I'm saying. We are complaining that Brentford wants 62 million pounds. Just 7 million more. It's the 7 million more people. The £7 million more they want for Mbeumo, Brentford. And Anthony Elanga went for. This is why we've got to be careful that Brentford don't go, do you know what? Give us £70 million, because he's worth at least £15 million more than Anthony Elanga. Which can you say he's not? Can you say he's not? I don't know. Celtistic says, I love seeing Mourinho in the Tottenham one. Yeah, Mourinho. Now, that was a good one. The Tottenham one was actually a good one. It's 20% of the difference from what they paid us, 15 million. So, as British Bulldog had just said, we are, I mean, I've seen reports saying that we're going to get anything between 5 to 10 million pounds. So, and I've seen reports saying we're going to get around £8 million from that Elanga sale, which means, and this is me thinking very simplistically, slap that £8 million, because we have to get paid before. I believe we have to get paid before Nottingham Forest get paid, and then they get paid. So that 8 million or whatever we're gonna get paid, it will come to us almost straight away. We don't have to wait a year or nothing like that, right? So I say simplistically, slap the £8 million on the Mbeumo deal. Contact Brentford, say, hey, here's £63 million. We can give you £40 million now and £23 million next year, guaranteed. And then slap on the £5 million add-on to bring it up to 68. And then Brentford can come out and say, we sold him for 70 to feel like, they did something. Tell all your reporters that, Mbeumo's gone in a €70 million deal. Man United will feel good because they only paid 63. And then everyone's happy. Everyone's happy. That's what I say. But I don't know, man. This Mbeumo thing is frustrating, but all I can say is, as long as I don't see anything big and drastic happen from a Man United standpoint, I still think the deal will happen, people. So don't worry. Don't worry. This is not like the Gyökeres situation where I said, do you know what? Yes, Arsenal are front runners, but unless Arsenal put in a bid, there is a small chance. Because I think Man United are his second option, Gyökeres. He's pushing for Arsenal, but United are his second option. So I still believe if that deal doesn't happen and it falls through, I don't think it will fall through. But if it does fall through, I reckon we'll go knocking back on Gyökeres' door. But what's British Bulldog saying? And when Son was going mad was funny. Yeah. Yeah, guys. All right. As you can see, the guys are back in training, and it's good. It's so good to see. Let's end on some positivity, people. It's really good to see the guys back in training. It's good to see Cunha with Xerxes, just balling out. There's some clips of the guys, videos of the guys that's training. Ahmad, the new training kit, the purple training kit that we saw, I think, yesterday. We went through some of the kits yesterday, and I'm not going to lie, people, that purple top looks all right, I think there was an inverted one, which was all mostly white with purple trims as well, right? Yeah. The training kit, I'm not gonna lie, guys, the training kit looks all right, but we saw the prices. And yeah, let's just say, I don't know, man. 40, yeah. Anyway, let's not go back into that because these guys are taking liberties. All right, let's end with something fun. I've never done this before, but today we're gonna do this. I think we should start off by picking the team. Yeah. First of all, let's pick from the players that are currently available. This is not a wishful thinking team. It's not a team that, with all the players in the Premier League, which team would I pick? This is the Man United team that I believe Amorim will start with when all players, with the current set of players. Of course, guys, chip in. Let me know if I'm wrong. Let me know if you disagree with any of my picks. So I think the goalkeeper, British Bulldog, you're with me, man. The training kit, the price of the training kit, bro. Makes you want to slap somebody. Makes you want to slap your mama. Anyway, Onana is really self-explanatory. I know in an ideal world, we would have a better goalkeeper. I know this, guys. I understand totally. But right now, this smiley man is not going anywhere. There's no concrete links to any other clubs. Not really. I don't mind Onana staying if we can get another goalkeeper to at least challenge him. It doesn't need to be a goalkeeper that's worth £40 million or anything. It could be a goal. I don't even think we need to spend that much to find a better goalkeeper than Onana. But I just feel like we need to challenge this guy, man, at the very least. But he's here at the moment. So we will go with Onana. I feel like Amorim will start Onana. And don't forget, guys, this is the team that I believe Amorim will pick based on what he's done before and based on the current players that we have available. So I believe in an ideal world, he will probably start Mazraoui. Would you say that he will probably start Mazraoui right centre back? Let's put Mazraoui right centre back. I think Mazraoui has been stable. He's been at a technical level. At a technical level, I think. you guys are gonna put me up in the chat. You know, stop it, man. Stop it. Let me focus. Man said put a cone in put a cone in the net. You know. No, man. Flipping heck. Big Bulldog said he looked like he won a competition to be there. Oh no. I think Mazraoui, the thing that lets Mazraoui down for me in the Premier League is the physicality, is his probably lack of speed and physicality. And sometimes lack of I feel like his concentration is not always the best. But at a technical level, as a footballer, yeah, he is good. So I think Amorim, TK's taking the piss, you know. I think Amorim will start with Mazraoui again at right centre back. I wouldn't, but I think he will. Centre back, I think he will start De Ligt. I think De Ligt is his preferred centre back. Yeah, De Ligt is his preferred centre back. I know, guys. I know the fridge Maguire had a decent end to the season. I know he did. But let me tell you something about Maguire. We've always said, yeah. I said put a cone. Listen, if TK has his way, yeah, half the team is cones, you know. That's what I think. Maguire plays best in a back three. We know this. We've all said this, right? When he plays in a back two, he doesn't look as good. He looks better when he has a safety net of other defenders around him in a back three. And now that he's in a back three, he looks a bit better. And I'm supposed to forget that he's immobile. I'm supposed to forget, yeah, that Maguire can't play the high line. He's not quick. He can't run back. We don't play a good enough defensive structure to hide Maguire's lack of mobility. So in an ideal world, De Ligt had injuries last year, at least 2, I believe. But for me, De Ligt starts. And left centre back, I'm going to put in Lenny Euro. I know that Martinez is fit. But for me, I think he probably prefers... Does he prefer Lenny Euro to Martinez? I don't know, guys. But whenever I've seen Lenny Euro play left centre back, yeah, and whether he plays left or right centre back, the way he drives forward and joins the midfield, he does it very, very well. Lenny Euro has impressed me. He's only 19 years old. There's more to come from him. Listen, I could have put Heaven. Heaven is also good. In my team will be different. This is only what I think Amorim will do. This is what I think Amorim will do. Um, British Bulldog saying we look better with the cones in our side. You know, how many sponsors can you slap on a cone? At least 3. Yeah, I just feel like the mistakes that Martinez made last year as well, and his lack of height wasn't a problem. But now I feel like his lack of height is becoming a problem now, and he's been targeted. And like I said, he's made mistakes. Both him and Luke Shaw have made mistakes playing left centre back. While Lenny Euro, I feel like when he's played there, he's made less mistakes as well. So I think Amorim will start Lenny Euro at right left centre back. So let's do. I think let's do it. I feel like Amorim will play Ahmad. He has to play Ahmad there. Like one of my issues with the manager last season is the fact that he played defensive wing backs. He played fullbacks as wing backs. He played Dallo and he played Mazraoui for like 90% of the season, or maybe 80% of the season. And in this system, for this system to work, people, we know your wing backs actually have to be attacking minded. Like if your wing backs are not attacking minded, yeah, you're basically starting with 5 defenders and you only got 3 attackers and 2 midfielders. If your wing backs are attacking minded, when they join the attack, you basically have 5 attackers. One of our issues last season is the fact that this manager was so negative that he started defenders and fullbacks as wing backs. Your wing backs have to basically be wingers. Most good wing backs, are failed wingers. Let's be honest, most good wing backs are failed wingers. So I feel like he has to start attacking fullbacks, attacking wing backs now. He has to. You can't be putting Dallo there. You can't be putting Mazraoui there next season. If I see that shit, next season, I'm losing my shit. Anyway, next United will come out with a range of cones for fans to buy. Bro, it's better than Winnie the dog, man. The next people flipping in London are bringing out dogs for you to pet and for you to just be emotional over, bro. I'd rather have cones than a dog. I'm not gonna lie. You're right. No, you're right. Therapy dogs are cool. Euro is class. He is erratic. Maguire is the best in the middle of the back 3. De Ligt suits a back 2. That's a good point, Joe Buckley. Maguire actually suits a back 3. But Maguire's lack of pace, he's less mobile than De Ligt. What the hell's happened? He's less mobile than De Ligt. But you could put Maguire there. This is what I think the manager will do. All right. On that other side, Dorgu. Of course, Dorgu. I know a lot of you have concerns with Dorgu. And I understand your concerns with regards to Dorgu. The first real signing under Amorim's reign, he isn't a wing back with loads of flair. He is physically. Let's do the positives first. Physically, Dorgu is immense. Speed, he's got it. Physicality, he's only 20 years old. He's a baby. Yeah, he's 20 years old, and he's coming first 3 months into a new league, new system, and he's done okay. Anyone who's trying to say that he's done badly or anything like that, they're not doing him justice. They're not looking at the bigger picture. This is a failing team, a failing system, and a failing manager. And he's coming from a league that's not that great, a team that's not that great, and he's done fine. He hasn't done amazingly well. There are things in his game that I think he needs to improve over time. His finishing needs to improve. I think his crossing needs to improve. But I've seen enough of Dorgu, especially when that time when he linked up with Ahmad on the right-hand side, to be like, do you know what? If he wasn't playing with Garnacho and he was actually playing with somebody like Cunha, he would be even better. And he's only 20. He's got time to improve. So I'm not one of those guys who think Dorgu is a weak link. However, we must be nuanced, yeah? If Man United can get a more established left wing back than Dorgu in this summer, which I don't think they will, but if they can, I would take it. I would take it. But I don't think that's a possibility. So for now, I'm all right with Dorgu. Bro, TK said, your lineup looks so 2025 with each player you added. My PTSD. Bro, do you know what? We haven't made any signings. So it's like, we're not going to, this is not a lot is going to change. And the more I'm going through it, the more I'm like, yeah, only like Cunha is going to be added to this team. Oh, man, this is sad. Joe Buckley says the engine is crazy on Dorgu. Sprint after sprint. Yes. This is what I'm saying. I know people, Joe, I love tech. I love tech. I love tech. I love the who's gone to Man City from Wolves? That wing back. My mind's gone blank. Eight Nori. I know wing backs like Eight Nori full of tech. And Dorgu isn't that. But I tell you what, yeah, you're not gonna beat Dorgu very easily. He is up and down that wing like a madman. And he's 20. First season in the Premier League, first few months. I'm telling you guys, just give him another season with Cunha next to him, and let's see what he can do. You know, he's young. Let's not write him off, you know. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. All right, guys, this is the painful one. The midfield. The manager will start Bruno in every game this season. So let's not even waste time. Bruno Fernandes. Yeah. Number 8. Oh no. All right. Do you know what? The manager, what's funny thing about this manager, and this is why it's interesting. This manager tried to freeze out Casemiro, yeah, until halfway through the season he realized, hold on a second. Like, I need to play this guy. I need to play this guy. This guy is actually one of the best midfielders I have. He doesn't have no pace, Casemiro. His legs are gone. He cannot bomb up and down the pitch like he used to. He's not that guy. However, he can still, in a low block, because don't forget, his good season, his first season for United, low block. No pressing, no running, leaving your position and doing that crazy pressing business. Just sit in your low block with Eriksen right beside you. Boom. Best Casemiro. Ever since we tried to do this whole pressing thing, Casemiro's been like, I can't do that, man. I can't do that. I can't. My legs, man. Come on. I'm 32. We're not going to get that from Casemiro. But he's better than Ugarte. On the ball, he is. So this is the issue that we have. Our midfield pairing is not good enough. It's not good enough. This is a big issue. I'd rather focus on the mid. I need us to focus on the midfield pairing as soon as we get Mbeumo over the line. But for now, people, yeah, like British Bulldog says, we will help each other get through this season. Because I feel like we need to have a realization, yeah. If we don't get any more signings in, we need to come to a realization of where we are and what players we have, which is sad. And this is why this process right now, that what we're doing right now, is triggering a lot of people. Oh gosh. All right then. So what we saying? This is, once again, this is the team that I believe the manager will pick. I'm going to tell you who I would pick afterwards, but this is what I believe the manager picks. And I think the manager will start Casemiro. I expect Ugarte to have games. I expect some games Kobe to come off the bench and replace one of these guys as well. But that's what I expect. All right. This is probably this is the interesting part. All right. All right. Do you know what? We let's let's assume actually for the purpose of this exercise, let's assume that Mbeumo's over the line. Let's just assume that we have Mbeumo for this exercise, right? What's Joe saying? Most of our games under Ruben, we've actually played okay in the build up, but the final third was something else. Is see why the front three are the main part. Joe, do you know what? Yeah, I keep saying this. I said we don't score goals. Like in terms of the goals conceded, we're not far off from a top six team. We don't actually concede a lot of goals, despite Onana's mistakes. Yeah, we're not conceding a lot of goals. We just don't score. We just don't score. That's our major problem. So I hear you. I hear you, Joe. TK says this lineup has 16th place on lockdown. What, from 15th to 16th, yeah? Flipping heck. All right. Let's go that left. Let's go Cunha. Yeah. Cunha. All right. Think about Cunha, yeah? I don't think you guys understand, yeah, how much of an upgrade Cunha is to Garnacho. I think you guys do. But in case you don't understand, Cunha is a baller. You know all those times, yeah, where Garnacho is dribbling and you doesn't know where he's going, doesn't really know what he's doing, but he's just dribbling very erratically. Cunha's not doing that. You know the time when Garnacho should be squaring the ball and passing the ball, but he's not doing it. He's not making the right decisions. Cunha will be making the right decisions. Cunha is a footballer who he's in total control of what he's doing. He knows where he wants to go. He's still instinctive. All footballers are. Like you don't have time to think playing football. It has to be so instinctive when you play. But he's such an upgrade on Garnacho. It's unreal. I don't think we understand how much this will change our team. Just having him there. Like he will get us goals. He'll be running off, running wide, running infield. Like there's a stat that says he had the most progressive ball carries into the final third than any other player this season. When we under the cosh, when we under pressure, we're gonna give him the ball and he's gonna drive us up the pitch and he's gonna win a foul, and we'll take the free kick. Like I'm so glad that at least we've got Cunha over the line. We ain't done a lot of things. We've done nothing really since then. But I just can't wait to see how this guy plays with this team. I'm hoping that Amorim doesn't do something stupid with his system and make us even worse. Because I feel like Amorim, he needs to be a bit more flexible with his system, with his formation and the way he sees football. All managers need some sort of flexibility. And I think Amorim has been way too rigid last season. But okay, TK said we're up to 14th now because we've got Cunha. But I'm much more excited about his Cunha's footballing brain. The amount of times I screamed saying, I wish Garnacho had that footballing IQ. I wish he knew, yeah, that he's running down a blind alley. I wish he knew that he had to hold the ball up and wait for others to join in. I wish he had that IQ. And yes, he can still develop that. This is why I say, yeah, I don't love Garnacho. I still don't rate him that highly as a footballer. But somebody will get something out of Garnacho eventually. He's still only 20. He's still young. So I don't rate him that highly, but someone else rates him and someone else will do something with him. So yeah, Cunha, left 10. I even think that him, Casemiro, Dorgu, any kind of triangles, because it's all about triangles on the pitch. Any triangles they form, I think they'll form good triangles. Cunha can go out wide. Dorgu can run infield. Dorgu can run, stay out wide. Cunha can run in. Like it can work, man. It can work. Anyway, on the other side, let's put in Mbeumo. Brian Mbeumo Taras, who's Barled. So this is what I'm talking. That side of the pitch, woo, woo. In the wise words of Ric Flair, woo. Listen, I have to get gassed a little bit because all we're hearing here all week, is this negative news, people. So I'm gonna get gassed a little bit. I'm telling you, Mbeumo and Ahmad, problems. I don't care what anybody tells me. Issues, bro. Because you know what it is, Ahmad's actually a better dribbler than Mbeumo. Mbeumo is stronger, quicker, and to be honest, towards the end of the season, especially when Ahmad came back from injury, I noticed that when he plays in a 10 against all these big defenders, Ahmad can go missing. Ahmad, even though that loan at Sunderland did him well, and that loan at Sunderland made him a lot stronger, a lot more physical, he's still small, he's still diminutive in stature. He still doesn't use his body. And Mbeumo, just like Cunha, one thing about these two number 10s, right? The profile of these two number 10s, they're not going to get pushed off the ball. They're not going to get henched off the ball. They're going to be running with the ball, right? And you know when Garnacho runs the ball and you touch Garnacho and he flies, or you touch Højlund and he's just falling on the ground. These Mbeumo and Cunhas, got the Af blood. They've got black African genes, strong, tough bones. These guys ain't falling on the ground. They're henching you out. These guys are henching out defenders. Unless they want to win a foul themselves, they might go down. But the profile, the strength, the speed of Mbeumo, the directness. He's less a creative force and more of a direct, I'm going to cut inside and I'm going to shoot. Listen, I say he's less of a creative force, but he's got enough assists last season and he will create. I say he's less of a creative force than Cunha, but he's still a very creative player. Don't get it twisted. And I believe if our manager plays the system correctly, Mbeumo, and if you watch Mbeumo, he will drift over to the wing. And then Ahmad will just make those run inside. So Mbeumo will drift. Ahmad will make those runs inside. Boom. Them two are going to be, if we can get the Mbeumo deal over the line, which I think we will, those two are going to be a menace. If Bruno can join in and make the triangles you're supposed to make the overlaps you're supposed to make, then this season could be a decent season for Man United. Yeah. I realized, so hold on a second. You got the left-hand side a bit French-speaking with Lenny Euro, Mazraoui, Ahmad, Mbeumo, French-speaking. You got the Portuguese-speaking guys in the middle. It's funny, isn't it? All right, this is it now, guys. Don't forget, this is the team. No. This is the team, I think the manager will play. I'm not going to lie, guys. I've seen this manager play Højlund game after game after game. So, if Højlund is still here by the season starts, by the transfer window closes, I think we will be starting Højlund again. So let's put a downer on our little hype right now. Let's destroy any dopamine that we're feeling right now. Let's kill it. Let's kill the dopamine and come back to reality. Højlund. This is stop, you're funny. Oh man. So they can, which one? Because I can see, oh, there you go in there. All right, so interesting, guys. Mateta in that side would be dangerous. Yeah, so we're gonna start having a play around with this as well. But so far, do you agree, yeah? Do you agree that with the players that we have right now, yeah, and looking at what Amorim has done in the past, yeah, looking to see who Amorim has played, who he is favoured in the past, is it fair that based on the players we currently have now, that Amorim could choose a team that's close to looking like that? I think so. I think Amorim's team will look close like that. I think he will look a bit like that. Now, if you're gonna ask me, because British Bulldogs already shouted at Mateta, even though we don't have him. Based on the players we have, this is what I would start. All right, this is me. This is Chosen Wisdom's team. Oh, I need to start a new one. Just change. Can't we just change the players from the old one? True. All right. All right. Let's quickly do it. My team. My team quickly. All right. Onana, I guess, in goal. Flipping neck. Change the formation. Yep. Cool. That's it. Yep. Quickly. Onana. I would. Okay, this is interesting. No, 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 no. I would start Lenny Euro as a right centre back. That's what I would do. Good. Then I'll put probably delete again because of his seniority. You guys are gonna be say I'm wilding out for this, but hear me out. Hear me out. I will start Heaven. Listen, play the young G's, play the youngsters that are listening to you, that are running their socks off, that will follow your instructions. Play them. Play Heaven and play Lenny Euro either side of Dilly. Too tall, strong, very quick. You're not gonna really beat them for pace. That's who I'd start. Now on Ahmad again on that side. Yep, there you go. Oh no, TK said we should redo the lineup with the players we actually have. And the thing is, yeah, it means I got to take out Mbeumo. And if I take out Mbeumo, that lineup is I'll put Mason Mount or something. Anyway, this on that left side, Dorgu again. I guess I'll start, Bruno flipping it, Casemiro again. So I guess one thing I would change is probably, the only thing I've changed is the centre back pairing. Cunha and Mbeumo again. Yep, Mbeumo. It's Cunha. And then Joshua. I'll put Zerx. I would start Zerx at front. I would listen. I would never put Hayden up front. Are you crazy? No. What's happened? What's happened? Why did it do that? Anyway, he didn't want Xerxes. Go back to the original one. I guess and just change that and change the players and forget it. Yeah. So this is what, like I said, this is what I think he would pick. This is what I would pick. I'd be, cool. Let's change Hoyland, Zaxi. Cool. And I guess Heaven for Mazraoui. There you go. So I guess the only change that I would make to what I believe Amorim's lineup would be was to start the young G's. I would start Heaven and Euro as right and left centre back. I would actually switch them. I think Heaven would be left centre back and Euro will be right centre back. We've seen Heaven play left centre back a few games, and we were all surprised at how well he was playing there. Right? I'm all about play this guy. One of the reasons why this guy left Arsenal is because he saw Arsenal buying 100 defenders, 100 million defenders, and he was like, no, I can't stay here and be 10th choice. But Heaven is good enough. It's more because both Heaven and Euro have the pace that's needed, yeah, for us to play that high line that I know Amorim wants to play. Both Ahmad and Dorgu are pacey. The only people that don't have real pace in this lineup is Bruno Casemiro and maybe Xerxes. He doesn't rely on his pace. What's British Bulldog saying? Xerxes gives off vibes of edibles. And I mean, he's from Holland. You know, that's where you go to get edibles, I guess. TK says we wanted to sell Casemiro 2 months ago. He's still a starter, bro. In an ideal world, he would not be a starter. But I'm not putting Ugarte there. I want to play Kobe there, but Kobe lacks a tactical discipline to play that double pivot. Kobe's more of a, like, for me, he's more of a number 10, but I do see Kobe coming on as a sub, maybe playing in the mid double pivot in a few games. I feel like Kobe gets swamped. Kobe wants to put his foot on the ball. I watch Kobe and I watch how he plays. He doesn't want to be in that double pivot. In that double pivot, yeah, it's a workman dog horse. You need an Edison. You need one of those footballers who are just big, strong, who are running up and down the pitch. Kobe's more of a flair type player. So I feel like he can do it, but we've seen that he doesn't do it that well. He gets swamped in that position, and he sometimes makes the wrong choices. I feel like playing as a number 10 is his better position, but it's sad, bro. It's sad that Casemiro. Listen, I like Casemiro, but I also understand that Casemiro, the lack of physicality, the lack of pace is an issue. The lack of speed, the lack of mobility is an issue, and he has to move on. He has to move on. But that's my team. I know that TK's in the chat is saying I shouldn't be putting Mbeumo in the team. I get it, TK, but what do you want me to do, bro? Like, okay, forget it. Say we don't have Mbeumo, take off Mbeumo, and then I guess Ahmad again. If you can do Ahmad twice, Ahmad, no, because we've already got him, right? There we go. Yeah, and then I guess Dallo for Ahmad, Diego Dallo, which is it's hurting my eyes. TK wants to flip and depress everybody. This is not a dream, TK. This is a nightmare. So, if we don't get Bryan Mbeumo, this arguably would be my lineup. And yeah, it's it's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good, bruv. But in an ideal world, yeah, based on who we're linked to, this is what I'm saying now. All right, go back to Ahmad. Let's just do a lineup, yeah, of players, yeah, that we believe that we can actually get. So yeah, Ahmad, put Mbeumo back in. You're funny. Based on links, Mbeumo. Yeah. I would take Casemiro out. I would put in Edison, you know. Put in Edison from British Bulldog says his T Lady team beats this team all day, every day. Bro, the under eights, my local under eights beats this team, bro. Mm, let me think. Would I start Ollie Watkins over Xerxes if we get him? Probably not. Probably not. All right. For Dorgu, even though we haven't been linked to him, put in Estupinian from Brighton. ESTUP. There you go. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, what about that? Rios. Can we take Bruno out?
Let's try it. Take out Bruno. Let's see what it looks like with Richard Rios. TK says he hate make believe lineups. I'm only doing this once, TK. Rios, Richard. Is he only in the Premier League or something? Yeah, he should be there. Anyway, forget that. Already, I know you said this is make believe, yeah, but Estepinian's, I think he's gettable. Edison is gettable if we're serious. Put Bruno back there, I guess. I don't. This team looks alright. This team looks alright. And even if you don't get Estupinian, Dorgu's is okay. All of a sudden, this team doesn't look too bad. I don't think this team looks too bad, you know. We joking and we have two at times, but honestly, if we get goals in this team off to a good start, who knows? Make believe lineups belong on the other fan channels, not a wisdom channel. Hey, TK's pulling me out, calling me out. But apart from Estupinian, TK, the only player that's in this lineup, yeah, that's not a Man United player is Edison. And Edison is, I think Edison's gettable. So that is, as you say, as TK says, a make-believe lineup because we don't have two of these players yet. Technically, we don't have three of these players yet. But a man can dream, right? A man can dream. A man can dream. But I just thought we just do this quickly because I've never done this before. And I feel like it's a leveler. It brings us back down to earth. It reminds us that we still got the same players that we had last season. It reminds us that we've only got one signing that really walks into the first team, and that's Cunha. And not one change to that team is not going to... I love Cunha. I think Cunha is going to be a good player for us. But that one change in our team is not going to take Estepinian back off. It's not going to do much. It's not going to change that much. We need more. We need more. I think that's... Where does Lissandro fit in when back? I'm not going to lie, TK. He's on the bench for me. For two reasons. One, he's more injury prone than Varane ever was, but no one wants to talk about it, right? And two, on the ball, no one could deny, Martinez on the ball. He's a good footballer for a defender. He steps into the midfield well. But off the ball and he's defending, he has to rely so much on his physicality, on almost fouling players, and he gets away with it because he's small. And I think he relies on that a lot because he's not the greatest defender. And when he was partnered up with Varane, people gave him a lot of credit, and yes, they should do. But Varane was so composed, so in control of everything that he's doing. You know, Varane is like a real sort of type defender where he's not really doing any slide tackles because he's never really out of position. Whereas Martinez is always slide tackling and all these things because he's always getting caught out of position. But we interpret that as one of them's really good. Like Martinez is always rough and always physical, and Varane is weak. No, Varane doesn't need to do all that stuff. Varane is always in control of the situation. I think defensively, especially since this first season, Martinez has showed a bit too many weaknesses in that area. He's not that quick going backwards. I think his injuries has also made him slower. So I would start Heaven or Mazraoui as a right centre back and just start Lenny. And Lenny was playing fine there at left centre back. He was actually having some really good games at left centre back. So for me, Martinez is on the bench, bro. I don't know what for you. Where's he starting for you? Is he starting? Does he start for you? Does Martinez start for anybody in the chat? Let me know. What's British Bulldog saying? Xerxes, the chance has grown up and had children by the time he takes it. Oh, no. Yo, big up yourself, Rush Mano. Thanks for joining the chat. Thanks for passing through. So, yeah, I mean, apart from Edison now, we've been linked to Edison today. We've been linked to Richard Rios, so you can take him out and add Richard Rios if you want. But this is I think this is a decent lineup. It won't finish top 6 based on what Chelsea are doing, based on what Man City are doing, and all other clubs are doing. Liverpool, Arsenal, we're not finishing top 4. We probably won't finish top 6. Not with this team. Like I'm putting a lot of faith in them youngsters in Euro and Heaven this season. But why not? Why not? Delit, you could argue that Maguire could start in Delit's position. You could argue that. I'm not going to kill you if you suggest that. The goalkeeper's a problem. We know that already. The midfield is a big issue. I put Edison there, but Casemiro is going to be there. And Mbeumo's not over the line yet. We know that. So, yeah, TK says bench. Yeah. I'll put him on the bench. Martinez for sure. So yeah, that team now that you can see is the team that we could put out there. We can definitely put out that team because I do think Mbeumo will be completed. So it's one of those ones where it looks good, right? But when you think about what the other clubs are doing, when you think about flipping Arsenal signing, what's his name? The Spanish guy in midfield. Yeah, Zubamendi. When you think about Manouche and Wirtz and Reinders and all of these players that are playing for Liverpool and Man City and all these other clubs, then you look at Casemiro and Bruno, you're just like, oh my Lord Jesus, what the hell? British Bulldog said we do it with the cones. We do it with the cones. He's had enough. He's like, no, I'm not. You're not inspired. British Bulldog is not inspired at all, bro. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. But Rush in the channel, Rush Mano says top 8 and a good cup run is progress. Okay. Well, technically, you're right. I mean, from 15th to top 8 is progress. If we can get top 8 with this team, I'll take it. I'll take it. Would you guys take top 8 and a decent cup run with this team? Osman, you're looking at Aiden Heaven already starting. Young centre backs will cost you points, Vade. Good point, Osman. Good point. They will. Do you know what it is, right, Oz? Lenny Euro, I know he's a freak of nature, but Lenny Euro is 19 years old, yeah. I don't know. I don't think he's cost us too many points. I think Lenny Euro has actually been one of our better defenders, one of our better players all season. So you're right. You're right. In general, yeah, young defenders, because defending is definitely something you gain in experience. You got to understand that striker. You got to know what foot the striker plays on. You got to know where the striker's running to. Your concentration, yeah, is the most important thing as a defender. You got to be switched on all the times, and that's where young defenders don't always make, good defenders. They develop later on. But because tell you what it is, Oz, because we're playing a back three and not a back two, I don't mind having there, if that makes sense. But I take your point though. You made a good point. Rush says Slabhead is above the lit at the moment. Yeah, he had a good end to the season. I feel like I've said many times, and I think we've all said as United fans, he plays better in a back three where he's not the one who has to mark that speedy defender. That speedy defender can be marked by Lenny Euro, can be marked by Heaven, and Heaven and Lenny Euro will keep up with him. He can sort of step in, sort of midfield, and play those diagonal. Like, this guy loves those diagonal passes. He loves them diagonal passes to the wings. Some of them goes over Ahmad's head, but every now and again he floats a little diag cross. So he's good there. He's better as a back three, Maguire, for sure. Rush Euro is very consistent, top player already. Yeah. I listen. We've got a gem in Lenny Euro, a 19-year-old. Yeah, first season in the Premier League as a defender. You know how hard it is to be a defender in the Premier League. And Lenny Euro just came in our worst season, and he looked good. That's why I'm saying once we get better, we're gonna see even better from Lenny Euro. I saw enough here last season, especially when he ran forward, he stepped into the midfield, he dropped his shoulder, and I was like, hold on a second, why is this defender playing like he can ball? Why is he playing like he can ball? Listen, he can dribble. Lenny Euro, yeah, we have got someone here. We've got a defender here for as long as Madrid don't call in the next 3 years. As long as he doesn't get a mad injury, because youngsters, you can pick up injuries and you can ruin your career. And he did suffer one or two injuries this season already. But as long as he doesn't break his knee or do something mad like Luke Shaw, he's gonna have a really good career, Len Euro. Really good. Um, Rush Mano, West British Bulldog. Euro is class. We need more quality like him. Yeah, I agree. Rush says Maguire is better passer and makes runs with the ball. Never seen Delict doing that. Do you know what, Rush? I will say this though. I'm surprised, that Maguire's even giving Delict a run for his money. I thought when Delict walked into this club, no more conversation. Starter, first team, whatever. But that being said, I've noticed that his Delict's passing is not miles better than Maguire's passing. I thought Delict was going to come in and show us a level, 2 levels above Maguire. But I feel like Maguire's kind of risen a bit to the challenge, and I'm surprised that the Lit's passing is not as crisp. It's still good, but not as good as I thought it was going to be. So I have to change my expectation when it comes to Delit and his passing. He's definitely not doing them diagonal passes that Maguire's doing. He doesn't really do that for sure, Delit. Osman says, didn't realize Euro is 19. Having 18-year-old and 19-year-old in defense, that's a lot. It's not like they're shielded by mobile defenses. Yeah, I hear you, Oz. Oz has come in the chat with some realism, and he's come back with some realism, and he's reminded me that I've got Onana in goal, and I shouldn't really be starting young G's in defense with this shaky goalkeeper. It could be disastrous. So I take your point. I take you guys' points. Like, it's a bit mad, but I guess we can take out Heaven and put in who? Take out Heaven and put in Martin, but I don't even think the problem is Osman. I don't even think Martinez is better than Heaven right now. You can put Lenny Euro back on the right centre back and then put Mazraoui. Sorry, Lenny Euro left centre back and put Mazraoui right centre back. If that makes a difference. Ugarte. Rush. I don't know. I still feel like I will slightly choose Casemiro over Ugarte. Like when I say I will slightly choose Casemiro over Ugarte, it's not a big difference, bro. I'm not trying to say it's like 51%, 49%. It's close because I understand that Ugarte probably wins the ball back better than Casemiro and he's more mobile than Casemiro. But Casemiro's better on the ball. So I think it depends on the team I'm playing. If I know I'm going to be doing a lot of running around, a lot of defending, I might play Ugarte. If I feel like we're going to have a lot of the ball and we need someone that can progress the ball, I'll play Casemiro. If you look at the stats, right, Casemiro is up there with ball progression as a DM. He's up there. He plays the ball forward, Casemiro. He does. He loves them little, the little dink passes he tries to do over the top of the defense. He likes to do that. Casemiro will come up with a goal. Casemiro is very good with his head. He will score a header. I feel like he offers more Casemiro. He offers more going forward, progressing with the ball, while Ugarte offers more off the ball with his running and his tackling, and that's why the midfield is not balanced because you have one player who offers you something that the other player doesn't offer you. Then you have we need a midfielder basically that can do all of it, and that's why I want Edison. That's why I want Edison because with Edison, he hasn't got legs. There's no conversation about his legs. There's no conversation about his tackling, about how good he can progress the ball. He can pass forward as well. You need a Baleba. You need someone like that who can do all of that stuff rather than compartmentalize it and be like, okay, Ugarte can only do this. Like I don't understand why we even got Ugarte. Someone should have scouted Ugarte and said, you know what? He's not the best at passing the ball forward and moving the ball forward. And like someone should have said that and said, no, let's not spend another £55 million, yeah, on another midfielder. We spent, and I've said it many times, let's not act like we haven't bought players, bro. Like in the last 3 years, we spent £180. I wish 180 million, yeah, on midfielders. Mason Mount, Casemiro, Ugarte, yeah, about £60 million each. £180 million, right? We could have bought any midfielder, bruv, with that money. We decided to get those three. Our recruitment has been so bad in the midfield area. It's been crazy. Anyway, Rush says Casemiro annoys me with his last ditch ski Sunday tackling. Them slides, them little slips you have when you're rollerblading. And when you're rollerblading and you just slip, that's what Casemiro looks like. I'm not gonna lie, yeah. Rush, I'm with you. Like, I'm with you. He does, but when the player is getting away from Casemiro, he likes to do that sort of, listen, take a man out, that silly little slide tackle where he gets nowhere near the ball. Like, that frustrates me as well. And that's when you know your legs are gone. You can't run with the player. You can't stick with him because he's just getting away from you. So you have to take him down. Yeah, that's not a good sign. We desperately need an upgrade in the middle of the park, man. Desperately. Before I go, let me see what else you guys are saying. Which happens sooner? Amorim walks or gets sacked? I'm asking because as it stands, we are no better than last year was. TK, I'm not gonna lie, yeah. This man's already come out and said, if the club want me to go, I would go. Like, he's already come out, yeah, and basically said he's ready to walk. I've never had a manager who's so calm and so chilled, yeah, about his job ever. Like, this man come out and says, if you want me to go, I will go. I'm like, hold on a second. You don't sound like a man who desperately wants to keep his job. You're basically almost offering your resignation. Do you remember the conversation? Do you remember the interview that he had when he basically more or less offered his resignation? And I was like, I don't know, man. That's either somebody who is in full control of everything, knows what the problem is, knows how good he is, and he's like, well, if you want to fire me, whatever. But I'm the guy. I'm the shit. It's either that approach or it's I don't give a fuck. I've given up. It's either I can't do anymore. If these guys won't let me go, then let me go. It's either that or, which one is it? I think he gets sacked. I don't think he walks. But then again, I'm like, I think he gets a full season. The question is, does he get a full season? If we are 15th in January, are the board who've backed him, who said, listen, we are getting rid of players for Amorim. We're getting rid of Rashford, Garnacho, Anthony, all for Amorim. We're changing our whole system. We're playing with 5 at the back or 3 at the back, whatever you want to call it. We're playing with 2 10s. We're changing our whole system for this manager, and we are getting rid of players who do not fit this manager's system all over again. This is a deep dive. We're all in. We're all in, guys. But his contract's only for a year. I think an extra year, and I think we can add another year on top, so it's 3 or something along them lines. So I don't know, man. What's TK saying? It's mostly a yellow card or a red card. Can't have players doing that shit all the time. I hear you, Rush. I hear you. He backtracked pretty quick though. United need to keep the manager, really. We've had the manager change every 1.5 years on average. Players think it's not them and just wait for a new boss. TK, yeah, this is my issue, right? If you recruit fully for the manager, don't do what we did with Ten Hag and give Ten Hag Højlund, bruv. Like, I know Ten Hag probably didn't want Højlund and he wasn't his first choice. Like, if you're going to recruit for Amorim, give him the best players you can possibly give him. Yeah. And if he fails, this is my thing, my outlook. Give him the best players you can possibly give him. If he fails, he fails. But you have done your job, as Ineos or Glaze, whatever you've done. You've given him all the tools. That's my thing. Give him the tools. British Bulldog says we will win our first 5 games. British Bulldog, bro. Are you putting your neck out there and saying we're going to beat Arsenal in the first game of the season? Is that what you're saying? Because I'll write your name down and I'll come for you. If we don't win, it's your fault, British Bulldog. But this Arsenal game is going to be, especially if Arsenal get Gyökeres over the line. My Lord, Gyökeres lining up against Man United. That's going to be very, very strange. Very strange, people. TK said, yeah, win our first 5 games. Yes, in the championship. In 26, 27. TK is a lot, you know. In 2 years' time, we'll be in the championship and then we can win our first 5 games. But what if though? Because it's the hope that kills you. And I try not to get gassed in it. This channel's not really about that. But what if we win our first 5 games though? It's not. Listen, I so badly want to beat Arsenal in the first game of the season. I want them to start the Zubimendi's. I want them to start the Gyökeres. And all I want to hear is Mbeumo to Cunha to. It's Mbeumo! It's 3-0 to Man United! And then I wake up. And then I realize it was all a dream. I used to read Word Up. Huh?
To settle in, your team is more consistent with just 1 or 2 additions. You might still be out.
I don't know, man. I don't know. What's Erfane Kid Dally? I hope I didn't butcher your name, bro, but your name sounds sick. Jim and Glazer out, Qatar in. Man United will be good. I'm stopped, Jim. Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. I wanted the Qataris, bro. The Qataris said, yeah, we will come, wipe off the debt, build you a new stadium, build you a new training facility. Wallahi, they said they were going to give us Christmas in January, bro. Like, that's what they said in the summer. And we said no. And we opted, well, I would say we, but the Glazers opted for the broke billionaire Jim Radcliffe. Listen, imagine having a Qataris. Listen, at the end of the day, yeah, when the Qataris came, everyone was talking about, morality and morals and ethics. And I'm like, bro, hold on a second. Ethics, what did Jim do to become a billionaire? He had to exploit some shit. He had to exploit some shit to become a billionaire. There's no billionaire that hasn't exploited no worker. I keep telling people, what is profit? Profit is the excess of what you as a worker make the company that you're not getting paid for. That you can interpret profit as that. Everyone gets exploited so the CEO can get more money, bro. Like, what is this? Like Saudi, like we didn't have the World Cup in Saudi. We had the World Cup in Saudi Arabia. Like, don't tell me about Qataris and greenwashing and all these things. Like, it's just hypocritical, man.
If you Christmas and Eid on the same day in 2030, you could have had stadium
Man, listen, I would have taken the Qataris, bro. But it is what it is, people. It is what it is. Um, Rashid will take a draw against Arsenal. It's at Old Trafford, right? Let me check. Is it Old Trafford? The first game against Arsenal. Let me see. Arsenal and United. Yeah, it's at Old Trafford. Oh man. After all of this talk about the teams and team selection, I think when we realised together on this channel that the midfield ain't gonna change, the defence ain't really gonna change, and we haven't got Mbeumo over the line and we've only got Cunha. I think that realisation to everybody in this chat has, yeah, it's not been good. It's not felt good because this exercise, people, was supposed to gas you guys up for the season and add a bit of positivity to the stream and optimism to the stream. And I feel like what it's done is reminded a lot of you where we are. That's what this has done. But I still we'll get there, man. I have faith. We're all Man United fans at the end of the day, so we have to have a little bit of faith. Defensively, we were okay. Attacking wise is what the issue is, and if we get these attacking signings over the line like Mbeumo, I think we'll be in a better position, people. Let me see what anything else is happening before I dip out. Debt-free United would be a different bro. Imagine a debt-free Man United. Imagine we could spend what we earn, and what we earn, none of it was going on to financing, repaying any sort of interest, any debt. Because thing is, we take out other loans to cover this and another loan to cover that. We're just paying off all different types of loans all the time. And we were never in this position. We never needed to do this. Imagine if we went back to, we could spend if we could spend, what we earn, we would be spending £200 million a summer easily. Easily. These guys have taken the piss out of our clubs. Fully. We're the only club, in, I think, the history of football clubs that has been bought, by somebody leveraging debt, piling on debt onto the asset that they're buying, rather than onto themselves. Like every other, from Man City to even Nottingham Forest to Newcastle, they've all got proper billionaires who've bought their clubs outright and pouring money into their clubs. We are the only club, that's done it this way. The FA, I cannot believe the FA allowed it to happen in the first instance. Anyway, I want to win. Ethics like City and Newcastle don't make me laugh, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like you can't pick and choose ethics, bro. Like, I'm an ethical person, I like to be a good person with good morals, but don't do no pick and choose ethics thing. Like, consistency, bro. Yeah, 15 years. I'm sick of rebuilds, bro. The thing about rebuilds, we act like there hasn't been so many rebuilds, bro. We act like there hasn't been this team, the Martial Greenwood team, the Pogba Ibrahimovic team, there's been at least 4 or 5 rebuilds. So whenever people say the same players, bro, these players that are here right now in this team, I've only been here for a maximum of like 2-3 years. Except for Ahmad and Bruno. The team that you can see right now, they've only been here for like two years. This is the rebuild. And when this fails, or if this fails, everyone will be like, "Oh, these guys have been here forever. We need a rebuild." I'm like, bro, we literally just had a rebuild. Is our recruitment is also an issue. We're not recruiting well. TK says Gyökeres brace in the first game. One of those will be classic Onana potato. Oh no, TK. Let me dream, bro. But I can see it, bro. I can see Gyökeres through on goal on the right on the left hand channel against Mazraoui, cutting in and slapping it through Onana's legs. Ah, man, this is not good. It's not good. It's not good, bruv. It's not looking good. Fane says Man United have Jim in the only way to win. Wouldn't have to go in Scotland to play football. Ah. Oh my lord. This lineup is the devil. This lineup's going to hell. Look at man. Get Luke Shaw out of there, man. Get him out of there, man. The thing is, yeah, I remember when people were saying Luke Shaw has lost his legs. You know when somebody's not good anymore, and rather than selling them, you try to fit them in another position. He's not good anymore. He's lost his legs. He doesn't bomb forward. Let's play him as a left centre back. No. Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? If he can't do X, Y, and Z, we sell him. And thing is, when he plays left centre back, he's not better than Euro. He's not better than Martinez, and he's not better than Heaven. And this guy gets paid much more than all three of them. Luke Shaw needs to go to hell. Redo the lineup with Joe Glazer in goal. Imagine you can pick Joe Glazer. Imagine. He's a good goalkeeper. Thing is, I don't even know about goalkeepers out there right now. No Bulldog. I'm still going Cones. You guys are over. Apart from the midfield, though, apart from the midfield, and maybe changing Zaxi to do help. Do Ollie Watkins instead of Zaxi before we go. Watkins. And also today we've been linked to Moise Keane again. I haven't made my mind up yet. You know when you're watching somebody, and I've watched Moise Keane, and before I come on the stream, I can't just tell lies, innit? So I don't know what to think yet about Moise Keane. Like, I watch him, and I'm like, his first touch isn't all that. He's not very saucy. He's not very techie. But at the same time, I look at how rough he is. I look at how he rags defenders around, and I'm like, I reckon he can do a job. I don't know. I don't know what yet to think about Moise Keane. I haven't formulated my opinion on Moise Keane yet. I think one of you guys asked me about Moise Keane before, and I'm like, I tell you what it is, because I'm so desperate for a striker, I feel like my mind, I'm lowering the standards even more. As the strikers, get crossed off the list, we can't get Osimhen, we can't get Ekitike, we can't get Gyökeres. The pool of strikers obviously is getting smaller. So now we're forced to look at people like Moise Keane. So it's like, can I really turn my nose up at Moise Keane right now? I mean, I'll prefer Watkins, but do you know what? I'm not too much against Watkins, I'm not overly against Watkins because as the striker market gets worse and strikers get bought up and he leaves us with less choice, as long as Watkins is not £60 million, as long as it's like a £30 million thing, 3-year deal, I'm not fully against it, people. I'm not fully against it. Rush says, I will take Ramos from PSG on loan for a season. Oh, that reminds me. Douglas Luiz. Putting Douglas Luiz for Casemiro. Because I'm not going to lie, people, I know Douglas Luiz didn't have the best time at Juventus. I get it. I know before you guys say no. But when Douglas Luiz was at Aston Villa, most of you guys would have taken him. He was a balling out. And if we can take, because Rush Manor just reminded me about loan. If we could take Douglas Luiz on loan for a season, that's the midfield I'll start. Why not? Douglas Luiz, Brazilian, Cunha, Brazilian, link up. Yeah, I'll take Luiz. What do you mean, British Bulldog? You got a little static with, other side of town who you taking with you from that team? With someone other side of town who you taking from that team? What do you mean? As in from Man City? You mean from Man City or?
Oh, if you've got a little stack, a little push with someone at the same time, who would you take? Like, if you could take someone from City, yeah.
Flipping egg. If that's what he's asking me, I'll take Randers. Man City. Yeah, Man City, they signed Randers. Yeah, I'm thinking Rodri. I think Rodri is even injured. I'm pretty sure Rodri got injured in the Club World Cup. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, but yeah, big up yourself, TK. Appreciate you always, man. I'm wrapping up now anyway. So in an ideal world, if we can get Douglas Luiz on loan, that would be an okay team. I think that team will finish top 8. I think so. Anyway, I thought we'd do this together, people. It's been fun. I've tried to make it fun as possible. The season hasn't started yet. We're not doing watch-alongs. When pre-season starts, I'll be watching the games with you guys. We'll be breaking it down, analysing what we see. Hopefully, some good football. But yeah, guys, the season can't come any quicker, man. Like, this transfer stuff is bugging me out, man. Like, we started the whole stream with transfer news. All right, let's put in Diego Leon with Dorgu. Let's see how that looks. Big up yourself, Mr. Arrows. British Bulldog said, I'm taking up cricket. He's not even on here yet. He's not on here yet, unfortunately. We can't. Yeah. Yeah, that's him. That's him, Paraguay. He doesn't even have a picture. They did him dirty. He doesn't even have a picture yet. All right. I've seen a little bit of Diego Leon. He's very physical, people. He's 19 years old, yeah. But this guy, the one thing I can take from what I've seen from him, he's not gonna get bullied. He's not gonna get bullied. Just like Dorgu, the profile, strong, quick, physical. He's a bit more technical than Dorgu. I've seen some of the crosses Leon's put in. Yeah. I've seen his shooting technique. I've seen the way he controls the ball. He's slightly a bit techier than Dorgu. He's more direct than Dorgu. I feel like he will take his man on more than Dorgu. They have both strengths and weaknesses, but I see why Arrows would want Leon. He's young. He might get some game time. I like the name Chief Joey Arrows. It sounds native, but I don't want to assume that you're native. But yeah. All right, guys. It's been a long show. I only wanted to do 80 minutes. So 80 minutes, an hour. But it's I talk too much, guys. I'm sorry. I apologize. But it's been wicked. It's been a wicked show. Big up everyone who's helped me out, who's inputted, helped me select the team. I think this team's okay. It's decent. Let's do this in 2 weeks' time. Let's do this again in 2 weeks' time, assuming we have some signings over the line, and then we can be like, okay, this is what the team's looking like. But right now, with only one signing, only one first team big signing in Cunha over the line, yeah, this team is not. It's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good. It's really not. ASMR. ASMR's not looking good, bruv. Xerxes. Start Xerxes. That's it. Thing about Xerxes, yeah, he will hold the ball up, yeah, and if these guys, Mbeumo and Cunha, are running, which they will do, running the other way towards goal, it's gonna be it can be very saucy. I can see these three, yeah, just linking up. The thing about Xerxes as well, Xerxes occupies Cunha's position anyway. Xerxes drops deep, yeah, and he kind of occupies that sort of left hand position when he drops into that channel, which means Cunha can then occupy the striker position and they can interchange. And I'm looking forward to that because the best teams that I've seen in the last 10 years, people, have all had a fluid front motherfucking three. That Barcelona team with Neymar, Messi, and what's his name? The guy who bites people from Liverpool. But you know what I'm talking about. That guy, yeah? Fluid front three. Suarez, fluid front three. That PSG team that's balling out, killing everybody, fluid front three. When we had Rooney, Ronaldo, Tevez, in my opinion, people, that was better than our 99 team. It was. We should have won the treble with that team if it wasn't for Portsmouth beating us in the FA Cup. Yeah. But once again, that team, fluid front three. The best Man City team I've seen, yeah, play football was probably the Man City team with Aguero. And when Aguero wasn't fit, they played a fluid front three. Like, I like fluid attacks, bro, where everyone is comfortable on the ball. I don't play a position. I just get the ball and I do. You know the ones, just give me the ball and let me play. I like ballers who are fluid. I like fluid front threes. This manager doesn't. He wants a out and out goal scorer. I get it. But I love fluid front threes, man. I do. But yeah, people. Chief Joy Arrows, big up yourself, my bro. Diego Leon also has the right mentality that will. Bro, Chief Joy, when Diego Leon came out the other day and says, what did he say? I'm not here to sort of rest or something. I'm here to play, and I hopefully I'm gonna surprise people because I don't want to, you know. He really believes in himself, and that's the sort of player that we need at this club. Like, it doesn't matter how old you are. Rooney came in at 18, first team. Ronaldo came in 17, 18, first team. Ryan Giggs came in at 18, 17, first team. Class of 92 came in about 19, 20 years old, first team. If you're if you're good enough, that's all that matters, right? So, Turkish says your attack has rhythm. Anyway, guys, I've got to go. It's been a sick show. Victor Osimhen, I need World Club. Victor Osimhen is not coming, bro. Earthane, he rejected us. We're not gonna pay those wages at all, man. His wages are a lot, people. We're not gonna pay it. I wish. The thing is, Earthane, we're shopping at the budget store. This is where we are, bro. We're not shopping at a high-end store. We're not shopping for Ferraris or Lamborghinis. We're buying Nissans. Yeah, and Toyotas. That's what we're doing. So it is what it is, people. It's been a lovely show, different kind of show. We started off with the transfer news. We broke down a lot of the news, the Mbeumo updates, Richard Rios available for 30 million euros. We spoke about the Man United and Amazon Prime situation. Elanga deal basically finished and how much we're going to get from the Elanga deal. So a very slow news day, and hence why I decided to do the squad builder and build our first team for next season with you guys. And you guys have been absolutely sick. The chat, every time I do this, the chat is getting sick. You guys are sick. I ain't gonna lie, you guys are smashing it, man. Like, the knowledge in the chat, the ball knowledge in the chat as well, top tier. The banter in the chat, you guys are killing me, man. You guys need to let me live. Let me live. Yeah, man. Big up yourself, Earthane. Big up yourself, my brother, man. Thanks for joining. Chief Joy says, with this formation, I think Joshua is going to drop deep. Yeah. He has to. I think with this formation, yeah, dropping him doing his usual game will be so good. Like him trying to be like an out and out striker. Yes, and then bring these other two forward. Him trying to be an out and out striker with Rasmus Højlund. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Him playing his normal game with these two, trying to bomb forward, especially in Mbeumo. Yeah, yeah, he's going to love it. He's gonna love it. So, oh, Mauritius. Yeah, I think we spoke last time. I think you were on the channel last time. And we spoke about Mauritius, and I said I wanted to go there. I remember Airfane, man. Hope you're doing well, man. What time is it over there? Let me know before I scoot off, people. Rush, big up yourselves. British Bulldog, quarter past midnight in Mauritius. All right. Thanks for joining the stream. I know you're awake late, Chief Joy. I mean, sorry, not Chief Joy. Airfane. Airfane from Mauritius. Chief Joy is saying he's looking forward to Joshua Xerxes in this formation. Yeah, man. All right. British Bulldog, TK, every one of you guys, big up yourselves. Please, people, like I keep saying, this is a small channel. And you guys know that channels like this don't really get a look in. We don't really, we don't exist until you guys make me exist. And I'm telling you, I can be told. I want to be in other shows. I want to invite people onto my shows. I want to jump on, I don't know, Saeed's show, right? I want to jump on shows with other content creators and have chats with other content creators. So that will come as well. But I need YouTube to do its algorithm thing and give me a little push. That's what I need, really, to be seen. And hopefully I'm getting seen by more people, building a little community, showing that I'm a real person, I'm authentic. I love football. I love Man United, same way as you guys do, man. So let's do it, man. This season's going to be a tough season, but we all got each other's back, man. Like, we all got each other, and that's the main thing, bro. Yo, Rush, I appreciate you, man. And I mean it. I appreciate you. So let's go. Next show will hopefully be tomorrow, and hopefully we'll have more news, man. Yeah, I'm in the UK. I'm a London Manchester fan. I am. But then I will say this. There's only like 1 million people in Manchester. And Manchester United have 500 million fans around the world. Without the worldwide fans, Manchester United do not become a global club. So, yeah. All right. There you go. Listen, when I get the facility ready to do like call-ins and just have me and whoever it is can go back and forward and have a chat. I can't wait to do that, man, and have some of you guys and just have a conversation, man. Because obviously chat is cool, but once you start doing calling shows and have proper chats and proper sessions, that's even better, man. So, yeah, man, you people, I love, man. Big up yourselves. That's our little team for the season so far. Listen, I know TK's gone, yeah, and TK was bantering and saying that it's a 16th place team. But the more I look at this team, I don't think it's that bad, I don't think it's a bad team. I think we can finish top 8 with this team. Oh, Man City ain't touched Mauritius yet. Give us 10 years and maybe everyone in Mauritius will be like a Man City fan. Who knows? Who knows, man? Times change. People change, man. If we don't start winning soon, Airfane, all the young people in you play FBL. I'm not gonna lie, yeah. Airfane, every year I played Fantasy Premier League, yeah. And I play it for about 2 months. And then I forget. But it makes sense, yeah, if we do a group. If I can sort a group one for this channel, yeah, for everyone in this channel to take part in it, and it's, I don't know, called Chosen Wisdom Premier League, and everyone that signs up, and I send the link to chat or something. I'll see if I can set one up. But I always do this, bro. I always start saying, yeah, this year I'm gonna make sure I pay attention. This year I'm gonna do it. I start off first 2 months doing my thing, and by like month 3, I've literally totally forgotten. And it happens every year. I'm rubbish. All right. Anyway, guys, it's been lovely, man. It's been sick. I need to eat food and I got to go to the gym, work on my guns so I can punch Amorim. So I can punch him up. Oh, man. Anyway, man, it's been lovely, guys, man. It's been a blessing, man. Look after yourselves. Keep yourself healthy, man. Please look after yourselves, man. Like, it's hard out there, people. But yeah, have a good evening, and I'll see you guys